If your man really cared about you, he'd pick you up in a magic pumpkin, okay? Let's just talk about it. That's not too high of a standard. Don't lower your standard. Shut up. What do you... Pumpkins are just fantastic, and I don't think we talk about that enough, okay? I'm a pumpkin fanatic, alright? Like, I know why mammoths and pumpkins are related. Do you? Of course not, but we're going to talk about it. Okay, I'm being mean. I don't know why I'm being mean. Pumpkins are nice. Pumpkins might be my favorite fruit. And I'm not even talking about, like, the taste. Like, yes, I enjoy the taste. It's a fantastic looking fruit. Not only that, but we have 200 varieties of edible pumpkin. 200 varieties of pumpkins you can taste, put into soups, cut up, and do whatever you want with. But where did these mysterious pumpkins come from? Well, that's a good question. They come from Mesoamerica, specifically parts of present-day northeastern Mexico and the southern United States. Evidence suggests that the earliest domesticated pumpkins were cultivated between 7,000 and 10,000 years ago, and they spread to the rest of the world after they spread to Europe during the 16th century. But even before we made pumpkins travel around the world, it was the woolly mammoth that was helping the pumpkin travel and get planted. As you would imagine, the woolly mammoth would eat the pumpkin and then later poop the pumpkin out, and the pumpkin seeds would make new pumpkins. And if it wasn't for the woolly mammoth and their close cousins, pumpkins as we know it would not exist. Not only do I like the pumpkin fruit, but I also love the pumpkin plant itself. If you've never seen a pumpkin plant in person, it is beautiful. It is one of my favorite things to grow in a garden. Not only do you get a ton of food from a single plant, and I mean a ton of food, like the amount of weight you can get from a single pumpkin plant is absolutely crazy. But the plant itself is also edible. The leaves are edible. They're delicious. They're actually one of the highest sources of plant protein that exists. Now, for the best flavor, you're going to want to trim these leaves when they're on the smaller side. On top of that, there's also medicinal uses for pumpkins. Not only are pumpkin seeds effective against parasites, but you can also eat the pumpkin and the pumpkin plant itself to help fight off depression. When you start to think about the pumpkin overall, it really is a crazy plant. Think about it. It's this plant that has giant leaves that are full of protein. And when the pumpkin plant grows, you get this giant pumpkin. Like, they're so big and hefty that as a fruit, we carve into them as a decoration for a Halloween. I actually have a challenge for you. Next time you come across a pumpkin, it doesn't even have to be Halloween. I want you to take those seeds out. And I want you to take half of those seeds and cook them in the oven. They will be delicious. Trust me, it's worth it. And more importantly, I want you to take the other half of those seeds. I want you to wash them, I want you to dry them, and I want you to plant those seeds. Now, ideally, you would wait till spring to do so, but you don't even have to wait. You can plant them right away. It doesn't matter if you get snow and frost. The pumpkin seed itself is strong. If you plant enough of them, you'll actually have some pumpkins show up regardless. There are so many interesting squashes and delicious pumpkins out there. So I'm just going to list a few of them on the screen here. I like this one, and I like that one. I also like this one. This one's a little freaky, but I like it anyways. Just like the way these ones look.